I just can't give it up. Yes sir, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and in today's video we are back with a Nissan Altima. I'm gonna call this update. Now it's been a minute since I've posted this car on the channel, and I do apologize. I know I've been kind of flooding the channel with that Tundra content ever since I got it. Been doing videos on that kind of as I go along, but I did feel it was about time that I did a little update video for you guys on the 2006 Nissan Altima 3.5 SE with that full SER conversion. So as you guys can see, it is currently winter here in Canada. Very miserable, very lousy. That's why I got the winter tires on here. Now I switched up the setup from last season. Last season I did have the Bridgestone Blizzaks on 16-inch wheels. These are now Goodyear Nordic tires, which I find to be the best winter tire all around, especially in the deep snow, on 17-inch steelies with the 5-spoke hubcaps on here. Now I did install some aero. You probably can't tell because there's snow on it, but I did install some aero on the front sides of the bumper, as well as we did the side skirts on here. I think I did a video on the channel on those. And then what we have on the back here is the diffuser from the G35. Ended up taking it off the G35 strictly for weight purposes, for when I went to the track. You know, the less weight the better, and so I had it kicking around. I just cleaned it up, gave it a fresh coat of paint, threw it on the Altima here. Now not much else has changed. I've just been daily in this thing, and I gotta say it's been great. It's so good in the snow. It's not the greatest on gas. I kind of wish I still had the Sentra so I didn't have to put premium in this thing, but nonetheless I get about 600 kilometers to a tank, give or take, depending on how fast I'm going or how many people I'm trying to race. But yeah, man, this thing is just, it's a great daily. It's so comfortable. It looks great still. I mean, I've said this before and I'll say it a million times again. You put this thing next to, like, I don't know, like a newer Audi or a newer BMW, the shape, the way the bumper and the lights, just the style of it, it still visually looks very appealing compared to a lot of newer cars that are coming out these days, even though it's a 2005. Now this particular car right here's got about 280,000 kilometers on it now, which is around 180,000 miles if I'm not mistaken. And in all honesty, the thing, it still runs and drives great. It burns a ton of oil. I put like at least a 5-liter jug in this thing. Like every 2,000 kilometers I'll put like one quart basically into this thing, but I don't even care, man. The thing's great. It starts up, it gets me to work, and thing just looks mint. So as you guys know, I did have the Yakima roof rack on this thing for the longest time. Ended up putting the roof box back on it. I got a few things up there, a shovel, what I call my VQ emergency toolkit, has a 10mm MAF sensor. It's got a spark plug, it's got a coil pack in there, a few other things just in case anything does happen. I have, you know, somewhat of a chance of repairing it while I'm out on the road, and it's been great. That thing's full. It you know, it stays on the roof quite nice. And for winter mode, man, I gotta say I'm a big fan of the way the roof box looks on this thing. Just looks, gives it a nice sporty look. I'm used to seeing a lot of like Audis and stuff like that, BMWs, having the roof box on it. For me, I got it on mostly for the looks, but since it's on here, I am kind of storing some stuff in there as well. Other than that, the car's been great. Just did the rear brakes on it last weekend, as well as the emergency brakes on this thing. The e-brakes, the pads were getting a little worn down. They're starting to make a little bit of noise, and the rear pads and rotors needed to be replaced anyways. Aside from that, just daily things. I mean, it's kind of a mess, but that's what I love about this car. I don't care if people knock their doors into this thing, or right here, I don't know where that came from, but I don't really care, to be quite honest. As far as the back goes, now these are the seats that I ended up spray painting. They're still holding up, but you can see there's a few spots right here where the paint's starting to wear down a little, but I mean, the back looks great, and that's really all that I was concerned about. Now, I do still have another set of Altima SER seats, actually with the gray stitching on it, that eventually I'm going to throw those back in here, because these served their purpose for the time that I needed them. But as you can see, after about a year and a half of getting used, they are starting to wear out a little bit. But as is a lot of things on this car, now if this thing does make it through the winter, which I don't know why it wouldn't at this point, it's a fantastic car. There is a little bit of rust happening right here underneath the fuel door, as well as on this side, just where the bumper meets up with the fender. If this car makes it through the winter, like I said, I don't know why it wouldn't. I'm probably going to repair that rust. Right now, I don't really care. Also, the front bumper from, well, I think it's been over a year now since we've painted this with the Duplicolor spray paint. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see all those little stone chips right there, starting to wear through the paint and get down to the primer. Now, luckily, the primer held up great, so underneath these chips is gray still instead of black, which is what this bumper originally was. But from 10 feet, I mean, she's a certified ripper, boys. I don't know what else to tell you, really. But yeah, I figured I'd just do a little update for you guys, since it has been a while since I've done really any VQ content, even with the G35. Do have a few videos coming on that. We're still going to try to diagnose the fuel issue. I'm thinking next up we're going to throw in a fuel pump, and if that doesn't work, probably going to try new fuel. And if that doesn't work, I think we're going to go to the injector. I think I'm going to do it in that order, because those are the three things that I think it possibly could be. So we will have a couple videos coming on the G35 in the near future. It is the new year, so I've been busy just with some stuff around the house, as well as some stuff at work. So yeah, you know, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I do have a job, and unfortunately, you know, I just make the videos when I can. But let me know what you guys think of the winter setup. I'm loving it. I love the way this thing looks. Looks almost like a Subaru with the roof box from the front, from the back. Well, just looks like your everyday Altima. But yeah, man, I'm loving it. Hope you guys are too. Appreciate you guys that are still watching, still subscribed. Like I say, sorry for me not really posting too much lately about the Altimas, the G35s, but you know, hopefully you guys are enjoying that Tundra content. But yeah, as always, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, definitely do so. And if you guys want to see more, stay tuned, because we got a lot more coming, man. As always, we gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace.